Ready for the blue corner at this time, ladies and gentlemen, Enrique Leon.
Two more coming up, so hopefully you do the same thing. Thank you, Jose. I'll be back too. I'll be back.
We got our first Elite Championship out right now. It's going to be an interesting one.
Okay, our next one, 125 Elite, and this is an SBC championship fight. A 6-borough championship fight. And again, I'm so thrilled that Christian Vasquez has made our own Strong Island a borough, which it is.
It definitely should be.
Division 6-borough champion, ladies and gentlemen, David Reyes.
This is our 5th bout of the evening. Within a few bouts, you gotta vacate your position here because you're working the corner, right?
This is actually a guy that I used to work with, David Reyes, that he actually won the title in the last show. So he's actually defending it tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest takes place in the 125-pound elite division. It is brought to you by Boss and C4 Energy, the champion of energy drinks. Ladies and gentlemen, it is for the Strong Island Fight Night Series 125-pound division 6-borough championship. Introducing the challenger first. Out of the blue corner and representing New York City Cops and Kids, here is Enrique Leon.
Fighting out of the blue corner, Enrique Leon, Cops and Kids.
He is the reigning defending 125-pound elite division 6-borough champion, David Reyes.
The very gifted David Reyes fighting unattached. Out of the red corner.
This is going to be a great fight. David won his title in the last show, and Enrique Leon actually just finished winning the Ring Masters Championship, so he's the #1 guy in the division. So this is going to be a great show. But Leon is definitely the taller guy, and again, we got lefty versus lefty.
And his opponent, a little bit taller, has a longer reach out of Cops and Kids. And all those guys out of that gym are always in tip-top condition.
Yeah, this is the fight that I've actually been wanting to see for a while. You know, Leon is definitely a tall guy for the 125-pound weight class. So Reyes definitely got his work cut out for him.
Well, keep in mind 125 Elite, because that's what these guys are. And in just a little while, I'll be telling you about another 125-pounder I have on this show.
Yes,
so
I'm
unfortunately,
excited.
You're going to be sitting with me while I'm announcing it. I have never announced a fight where one of my fighters is in the ring, so I can't.
Do you get nervous? Do you get nervous?
We'll see in a few moments.
These are actually potential opponents for one of your guys.
Who knows?
Oh, beautiful overhand right by Reyes.
Reyes pinning his opponent, Enrique Leon, on the ropes.
You know, one thing I've always liked about Reyes is that he's a very physical fighter. He's not the most gifted, but he's very physical. And he always brings the fight, and he's a strong guy. He never backs down from anybody.
See what Leon is doing right now. Popping him with the jab, then moving. That's what he should be doing, not hanging on the inside, not languishing on the ropes as he has done.
Now, you know, the thing about these elites that they fight in 3-minute rounds. Can he keep doing it? Yes. Can he keep doing that for three-minute rounds? Because right now, what I'm seeing from Reyes is putting the pressure, and every time he gets on the inside, he does the better work. I would like to see Leon box a little bit more. Stay on his toes. Keep him on the outside with that jab. But then again, he lets Reyes in the inside. That's not the fight that he wants to be in.
That's what David Reyes, as he's coming in, he loves that right hook to the body, and then he just stays on the inside.
This is Reyes.
No knockdown.
This is David Reyes' fight. He wants to make it rough and tough, get it in the inside. Kamish, I'm gonna have to let you judge this fight because I used to work with Reyes, so I don't want to. So
David Reyes, I thought, with his pressure here, wins the first round in the fight. But I gotta tell you, I'm impressed with Enrique Leon, but he's got to keep off the rope.
Make sure you guys go check out the 360 photo booth. Once again, make sure you guys go check out the 360 photo booth. Get your photo out of the 360 photo booth. Make sure you check out C4 Energy Drink. Once again, we got free C4 Energy Drinks. Get your Strong Island Fight Night official tee with apparel boss. Check out Cloud9.
Round number 2.
So how did you score that first round, Kamish?
I give the first round 10-9 to David Reyes. But I'm wondering if now all of a sudden Enrique Leon is saying, I think I might have a blueprint here, and that blueprint could be my jab, my longer jab.
Here we go. He backs himself up to the ropes again.
But see, I think he's got the blueprint when he's in the center of the ring. But then he gives it away by going back to the ropes and allowing Reyes to score.
You know, I was a taller fighter. I fought at 125 pounds, 132 pounds. And my thing was always stay in the middle of the ring. Make it hard for these little guys to touch you. Keep it at range. But Leon, he just keeps backing himself up to the ropes.
We used to have a crazy, long time ago, a crazy coach who would stand in a corner and he'd give another guy a little shock, like a little vibrator, and it gave a shock. And if you went to the ropes, they would reach over and they'd just give you a little peck on the shoulder. You didn't go near the ropes.
Yeah.
And they would remind you in the corner, every time you go to the ropes, think about getting a shock. Don't get near the ropes.
Right now I see, even though they're in the inside, I see Leon doing the better work, and he looks like he has a lot more energy in the tank. I see Reyes slowing down a little bit too much. I see Reyes definitely slowing down.
Yes, he did.
But this is where Leon needs to take advantage of it. Stay in the middle of the ring.
You know who Enrique Leon reminds me of a little bit? The 154-pounder who got knocked out not long ago, Sebastian Fundora.
You know, you'll be surprised. I have a 118-pounder, 6'1", called Dominique Crowder. He's 14-0 as a pro.
What does he have, spaghetti legs?
You know who he looks like? And who's also my assistant. He's also my assistant, and with him is Mark Breland. He's my assistant.
Mark Breland, one of the greatest amateurs of all time, about 4 Golden Glove championships in a row, gold medal, world title, one of the great amateurs this country has ever seen. He was actually 110-1.
How many knockouts?
About 90, something like that.
Definitely, I definitely have Leon winning this round.
Okay, here we go. That was the end of round number 2. Now let's see what happens.
You know, just by looking at the corners and looking at
Once again,
body language, Leon looks like the more comfortable fighter in there. He looks relaxed. If you look at if you look at Reyes, he's breathing very hard, hands in the ropes, breathing hard. While if you look at Leon, he's very relaxed. So I think this third round is very important.
I know that you gotta be a thug for her. This ain't what she meant when she told you to open up more.
You're watching Strong Island Boxing. Coming to you from Stereo Garden. Beautiful arena, Patchogue, Long Island.
Like they were saying, the pros, championship round.
Yep, and that's it, number 3. And I've got this thing even at 1 apiece.
I think this will end up being a split decision somehow.
Well, let's see how this round goes. Leon, the southpaw, black trunks, taller.
Ooh, beautiful left hand from Leon.
And David Reyes fighting unattached.
Reyes needs to start moving his head. Throw it, there we go. Throw 2-3 jabs, work his way to the inside and work in the inside. He needs to work that body. He keeps getting caught at the end of the punches of Leon.
This is our 5th bout of the evening for the 6 Borough Championship Strong Island Boxing, put on by Christian Vasquez. And basically everybody in New York has been talking about this amateur tournament, which has more or less replaced our dearly departed Golden Gloves.
Now everybody wants to own a piece of that hardware tonight. Now, the belts are beautiful. This arena, this show is beautiful. So it's definitely living up to the hype.
You know, it's funny. This place holds about 800-900 people. It sounds like 80,000.
You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
Fighting in the Hammerstein Ballroom.
The Hammerstein, yeah. Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City, the old vaudeville theater kind of place. Yes. With overhangs and whatnot. David Reyes in the blue trunks trying to keep that pressure on, but he's eating some shots to the body.
This is the fight is ending. Somebody has to take over this round. And right now I see Leon definitely doing the better work.
Enrique Leon is flurrying back. Bad place for him to be.
But somehow he's making it work. He just looks like the guy with the more energy, with the most energy.
And here's where he's at his best, right here, middle of the ring.
I would like to see him right there. Just pop his jab, take no step back, use the feints. That's what he needs to do right there.
Right. And then Reyes comes in, ties him up, can't get his hands loose.
Leon needs to, every time Reyes backs him up, he needs to circle his way out the ropes. He can't
Final seconds. Okay, there's the bell. And you said when this round first started, you think it could very possibly be a split decision. I said, let's see how this round goes. Well, I did give it to Enrique Leon, and if he doesn't win it, see, I had him losing the first round. I've got Leon coming on strong the last 2 rounds. And I thought that this round was anybody's round. I thought Leon took it, and I think he is going to win the fight. Let's see if it is split. You ever see a draw?
You know, back in the day, I was at do you remember the PAO smokers back in the day?
Yeah.
I seen a draw, and we got the decision coming up.
Here we go.
We got our first elite champion of the night. 6 borough champion.
They're actually still, I believe they're still going over those cards.
Man, it's definitely a split decision.
Yeah, the longer they take on a card, means they're totaling everything up. And they say, okay, let's do it one more time. I say split decision. You say split decision. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by way of unanimous decision.
Okay.
And new 125 champion, Enrique Leon.
Okay, we were wrong on the split decision, but we got the right winner. Enrique Leon got the one. He is the new SBC champion.
Definitely control the pace a little bit more, and he just had more left in the tank.
Which means within the next 4 or 5 months, no more than 6 months, he's got to defend that championship again. And that's one of the things so great